Okay, this is an update on my garden beds, my vegetable garden beds. There's my cilantro. It's ready to harvest. So far it's looking really healthy. This is some California soft-neck garlic that I planted kind of late, but I just did it as an experiment. These, I believe, are weeds. Even though I try to weed this constantly, the weeds just sneak up on me. These are potatoes. The potatoes look like they're about ready. There's a couple ants on it. Some damage here. Insect damage. I've been spraying them, and I've been nipping off the flowers. And yeah, so I found some slugs and I put some bait down here. I don't know if it worked. Whatever this is. First year growing vegetables. Flopped over. I think they're about ready to harvest when they flop over like that. They all flopped over. You see? Maybe they're just heavy. I didn't plant anything here. I might plant some annuals in here. Maybe put some zinnias in this section. Then my onions, I pulled one out by mistake and I just stuck it back in. It wasn't ready. I don't know if it's gonna go bad, but they're not ready yet. This is the carrots. So far they're doing good. I don't know. Bugs there. I was trying to keep the bugs away from them, spraying them down, interplanting them with the onions and the garlic over here and cilantro. I was trying to do some of that companion planting, and apparently some of the carrot seeds came down here because look what's growing in here. I think that's carrot along with weeds. Yeah, so that's an update on the vegetable garden. Let me see if I zoom out a little bit. Here we go. Really excited. First time ever doing this stuff, so super excited about it. Okay, check out my tulips, and I'm about to plant some annuals here in this border. Bought a pack from Costco. Some patience. These are my beans. Those are my neighbors talking in the background. So these are my beans, and they were looking beautiful, but the rabbits keep on coming and eating my baby bean plants. So this is what's left after the rabbits destroyed them. So there's a couple of leaves. I'm hoping that I can try to at least, get something here. I'm gonna get more of these covers to try to cover them up and see what happens. This is my nasturtium. Only one of the nasturtiums was successful. This nasturtium Empress of Engia. The other ones, the rabbits got to them. These rabbits, they're hungry. They're babies. They're around. You might see them here, hanging around. Rabbit damage. And these weeds are incessant. Like, I can't get rid of them. I come out here and weed every day. And every day, it's like weeds on steroids. More decimated bean plants. So you can see that. Decimated bean plants. So my bean pole is bare. Okay, some begonia. Hanging plants. I started begonias, by the way, right from corm. This one's just coming out. Those have to go to yard waste sites. This one's coming out. This one's doing nothing. There's one in here. There's a couple in here and nothing is happening. And one in here. This one is. Okay. I did a little strawberry thingamajiggy here. This is basil. I planted some seeds of other basil. It's starting to come up. And I think German thyme. Yeah, German thyme in this section I put in here, along with these strawberry plants. That strawberry plant, they are everbearing. Tomorrow it's time. I have them on every other day, every 2 day schedule. So I water these. I come and check for water every other day. And if they need it, I give them some water. If they don't need it, I don't. And I planted some alyssum royal carpet in here with this one too. Some seedlings. So I'll thin out the seedlings if they start competing with the strawberries. This is my tomato plant. Like I said, first time ever. Last year I grew tomato. The one year I had tomatoes. They were like surprise tomatoes. I didn't do anything purposefully to get those. This actually went to buy the plant. I looked on a video. There's a guy in California. For some reason I always blank out on the name of these YouTube gardeners, but he's very good, and I learned so much from him about vegetable gardening and just, lots of stuff. Anyway, so he has a whole video on how to do tomatoes. And there's also an organization called Heritage Harvest or something like that. And they have a video on doing tomatoes in a container. And I got my information from those 2 videos. So the cage idea of 2 cages, one on top of the other, I got that from the guy in California. And the soil composition and putting in some dust to control blight, that was from the Heritage Harvest. And if I find that information, I will put it in the comments below. These are marigold seedlings, which are taking their sweet time. I don't know what's going on with them. They're taking their sweet time. They're doing their thing. And here's my pepper. Same thing. The pepper, I did the soil exactly the same as in those videos, which is, by the way, well, I didn't do what they said exactly. I bought soil that already had that composition. So Coast of Maine tomato and vegetable soil, I bought that because it has exactly the composition they recommend, which is like regular dirt with regular dirt, compost, and what was the third? There's 3 things. Perlite, is it? Something like that. Oh, peat moss. So I did that. And then I put in the bone meal and the dust. Whatever it's called. It's in here. This is the stage my greenhouse is in. I had some seedlings growing here, but it gets super hot in here. Right now it's 70 outside. It went down. It was like almost 90 degrees today. And now it's 80 something here. But this greenhouse gets super hot. I use these plastic containers to store, some of the stuff that I use time and time. So here I spell my garden food. I spell my plant tone. I spell my holly tone. I'm getting to know my little greenhouse. Eventually, I had all the seedlings lined up here. I had some up there, and I had some on this shelf. And I also had another shelf here where I had the seedlings coming, and they were doing good. They just, I had to be here constantly watering because it gets really hot in here. I mean, it's perfect for like tropical plants, I would guess. So today I am going to put out some, I bought garden art at a garden walk in Keyport, New Jersey, and I am going to stake it up with this twine and with these staples because it's a little bit heavy. I already broke one piece and it wasn't cheap. Anyway, so what I came in here for, ADD, was to show what I'm using for my tomatoes and my peppers. So, and again, I'm going a Cubanelle pepper and a gold something or the other. I had a bag of bone meal that was in my basement forever. I think water, something I didn't. I opened up the bag and it was like all these little moths, creatures. I had to throw up the whole thing. So there's the bone meal, again, espoma. To prevent that from happening, I'm keeping it nice and sealed. I need to label this one. And then I use this copper fungicide, the powder version, to control blight on my tomatoes and my peppers. The way that I'm gonna include a link to the videos that I watched, because obviously I don't know what I'm doing, so don't listen to me, listen to the pros. So the pros is this guy in California, and I can't remember the YouTube channel, but it'll be linked below, and also the woman from, I think they're called Heirloom Harvest. And she says, especially if you live in the Northeast, to use this to avoid blight on your tomatoes and your peppers. So I use that once every 2 weeks with bone meal, and then on the week that I don't do the application, I'm supposed to fertilize with tomato tone. So, and I'm using the tomato tone for both the tomatoes and the peppers. Now, and this is a little storage solution down here. I got this on rollers, so it's easy to move, and it opens like that. So, coconut coir, because I read that it was a good replacement for peat moss and other things. So I haven't opened it yet, but I'll use that when I'm ready. Extra pots. My electric corded blower. I bought a cordless blower and vacuum. I have organic soil in here. Organic potting soil. I try to keep it nice and sealed. Try to keep the bugs out of here. I had this, which came out, I had it thumbtacked. And I am going to replace it with a regular magnetic screen door. This I got at Ocean State Job Lot for, what did they charge me for this? 11? Oh my God. This is coffee grinds that I collect, neem oil. So I try not to keep anything in this greenhouse that's going to be like, it's going to explode on me because it gets really hot in here. But so far this hasn't. The neem oil is fine. You know, I have the bags for compost, to send to the compost site and other stuff. But little by little, the first thing I ever installed was a temperature gauge. And now I have these solar powered little lights. They don't really give much illumination, but it's something here in case once it starts getting dark, it reminds me I have to go inside. And as far as ventilation, I have battery powered fans, which need their batteries replaced constantly because they don't spin all day. They don't go all day. So I'm trying to find an alternative or find someone to help me drill a hole in here and drag in an extension cord so I can keep a fan going all day in here to help with ventilation. So yeah, it's a greenhouse. Still, you know, it's going to be a working greenhouse. I'm trying to keep it cute, sort of, you know, aesthetically pleasing, but it's definitely a working greenhouse. It's not a showcase. It's not just to look all cute. But you know, I just follow you. I get ideas from YouTube. I love freaking YouTube and YouTube gardeners in specific because they're just amazing, and they share all their creative ideas and, you know, gardening knowledge, you know, basically for free. I'm sure they get some, you know, money from their sponsors and whatever whenever they hit a certain number on YouTube. But there's a woman from New Jersey, and she has How's It Growing New Jersey, and that's her YouTube channel, How's It Growing, and she has a super cute greenhouse, and she you know, it's practical, but she still has it sort of cute. It's a working greenhouse, but super cute. This is much smaller than hers, but that's sort of what I think I'm gonna be going for. Okay, much cooler out here. Oh, my pots. I added another shelf. And I did this. I got this from Linda Vaughter, this idea. Right now it's kind of messy. I'm going to clean this up later. But just putting my shelves in my containers, my ceramic, terracotta containers on this shelf. And so, you know, I'm trying to keep it not too many colors, but I do have, you know, the sort of earthy colors. The regular terracotta, the gray terracotta, the, you know, sort of brown, gray. This is ceramic, I think. This is terracotta, green. So I'm sort of keeping it in that color palette, which is like green, blues, and greens, blues, coppers. Trying not to stray from those colors, because Linda Vaughter has very strict instructions about how not to have your backyard look messy by keeping a certain color scheme. But I'm not going to do completely monochromatic. I'll stay in a color scheme. This is the statue these work of art. This is called what's it called again? Oh, there's a Native American name. I hate when my brain does this. Okay, it'll come. But basically, it's a something pole. Totem pole. There we go, totem. And the artist, and right now I'm keeping it secure with these pots, but I'm going to take them out. This is the Luna, is the artist's company. Is two women, small business, women owned, and they're the artists, and they create this beautiful garden art. They work with ceramics, and I saw them at the Keyport garden walk, and I saw this. Had to have it. I thought it was super cute. I first saw they have these mushrooms, which I have one in the front yard, and then I saw this. I was like, why not? Look at this cute little, almost like a little bird bath up top, little bee bath. But I'll take these out. It has a pole inside. It has like a PVC pole which you hammer in, and then you slide in the pieces. And when I was sliding in the pieces, one burst and one banged into the other. It was like a flat one similar to this, and it broke. But anyway, so you put it in here, and then this is like another piece on it. So it's sort of sturdy, but I want to stake it to make sure, because I have rock underneath here. This was, you know, this little berm was man-made. This was all flat before I put in the pavers. And so I want to make sure that I keep it secure. If a big wind comes, it's not going to knock it and shatter it. So, yeah. So that's a new thing there. Look how cute. I love when these Obsession Andina, this is their little berries and little seed stage. They're cute. All right, so what did I plant over here? I planted something new. I did some annuals, and these beds, they're so barren. This is Calibrachoa. What is this? This is Calibrachoa. What's it? Tropical Sunrise. They're super cute. You put them in the ground. I got those from a local nursery called Capolas, and the Strawberry Sunday shrub. Hydrangea, panicle hydrangea. I actually cut off a few of they were like spread out. I'm just gonna see if I can propagate it. But I got these at Walmart. Yep, very inexpensively. I don't know. I think maybe they were $20. Maybe. There's a second one to come out here and water these. They're looking sad. And there's some more annuals. This is a lupin that I planted and it just dried out on me. I'm hoping it'll come back in 2 years. I think they're biennial. It was so pretty, but it dried out on me. This is the storm cloud from Proven Winners. It stopped blooming, but even without its blooms, it's a pretty plant. There's a lot of space here for other plants, so little by little. There goes a geranium Roseanne geranium. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. Those are my tulips. I took out the tulips that were here, put them in bags. I'm going to plant them out in the front because they're pink. And I'm trying to make sure that the backyard stays red and orange and yellow and purple. And the front yard stays pink and yellow and blue and burgundy. So I'm trying to keep the front yard and the backyard distinct by making sure that I stay within color schemes for each. I removed a lot of mosquitoes out here. Yesterday I got bitten up pretty badly. Oh, this is a raspberry bare root that I planted there. I took out the tulips that were here, that were from Longfield Gardens. I think they were called something, not apricot. I think apricot. There goes my poor little beans. This is my Korean spice viburnum without its blooms. It's still beautiful. Japanese maple. This guy, I haven't even decided what to do with it yet. That's the June magnolia, and these are my cuttings from those plants over there. They're watered. Maybe I gotta cut it back a little bit. Propagating those, and I planted those in pots and these in the ground. These got eaten back a couple of times, and then I covered them up, and now they survived. They're these. So those I'm propagating, I still have the leaves of the hellebores, still some saxifrage, hyacinth leaves. I gotta cut those back. My old-fashioned azalea is done with its blooms. I still haven't found a home for these guys. I'm on the fence. I saved them though. They were dying. They had some black stuff on the leaves, and I'm able to save them. These are from that side over there, and I'm planning to let them dry a little bit more, cut them back, and use them inside in vases. Just the seed heads are pretty. The alliums, I forget which alliums those are. So I'm planning to plant these and some more in the front. Oh, look at that. I got that bird bath, and there's a little bird hanging out in the bird bath. Look at that. I got that bird bath also antiquing in Keyport. I got that one and one in the front. I just wanted to add something to the garden. Look at that. These are dahlias that I planted in pots. Again, first time. So we have lilac thyme, and this is Thomas Edison. Yeah. So these are tubers practicing. All the neighbors are out at this time. It's like beautiful weather right now. It's about 7 and everybody's out. These are, I thought maybe these will stay alive. I wanted to try to propagate the hydrangeas. It's not going to happen, it looks like. Okay, so this is the Chicago fig I planted in here. There you go. Ignore the yelling. So here's hosta heaven. Their neighbors. That's the problem with living close by to people. You hear way too much. Let's talk about this nice quiet spot here. You see, I limbed up these trees that should not be here because they're, again, growing in the fence, but it created a little canopy. So these hydrangeas I planted right in the beginning. How long ago did I plant these? Did I get these in 2020 or 2021? It's been a minute. Never got a bloom. Beautiful foliage. Look at that. Look at that foliage. Old-fashioned macrophilia hydrangeas. I don't know the name. I had the name, I think it was City something. I think they were called City something. I'm not sure. They had a name and I never wrote it down, and I think I lost the tag. So there, I bought 3 of these. I've never seen a bloom. I covered them this last year thinking I could save, maybe get the blooms. I get the buds, but they die off. So with this, you know, I guess freezing weather and then warm, they didn't know what to do, so they just decided not to bloom. So I'm hoping one year they will. I'm planning on moving them. I don't know if they're gonna like it, but I think that the competition with all these other plants next door and, you know, the self-sown columbine might be too much for them. So I might move them come fall to that part of the yard over there, which gets a lot of shade and is somewhat protected, and there's nothing growing over there right now. So here's the 3rd one in the middle of all the columbine. There's a 3rd one. This is the columbine that self-seeds. That's the milkweed that self-seeds. Now this milkweed, let me tell you, it's a nuisance. I take it, it's all over the yard. I take it out. I left these here, but they are a problem, a big problem. They are everywhere in the lawn, everywhere, and they grow like crazy. They're the common milkweed. Birdies sound pretty. Okay. Same with the, what is this? American pokeweed. I was everywhere. I cut everything back. It was all, you see? I cut everything back. It was all along this fence line. Same with that weed, whatever this is. This loves to come over. I cut it every time I see it. Mosquito. You see it growing up there, the tendrils? That thing is a monster, whatever it is. And I every time I see even a little bit of it, I pull it. I don't want it over here. My neighbor needs to fix her fence, but it's like, I like the fence. I like the worn look of it. It's just a hot mess right now. And these are butterfly bush, big one. Old-fashioned, big, humongous butterfly bush. These are Rose of Sharon. These 2. So they'll be pretty. They're trees basically at this point. The fence about 6 feet, right? 7 feet. So you think these are about 10 feet tall. All right, so going to check out my other annuals. This is the flag something or the other. That looks nice there. It's doing good. It's liking its life there. It's gonna stay there. The transplanted hostas are doing good. I've put slug bait around them. Have to weed. These weeds I leave because those are the violets. Those are wild violets. This is a baby maple tree. These are the steed holly that I'm helping. Oh, the rabbits got to it. See that? That's rabbit damage right there. That is rabbit damage. Rabbits love anything brand new. This is the reblooming azalea, and it has these black things on it. I sprayed it. I took out most of the black leaves. I don't know. I sprayed it. I sprayed the soil. I put sprayed. Then it's doing better. So I'm hoping next year it'll get some strength. I put some nice plant tone, holly tone, give its roots some strength to do something. This is the third Steed's holly. Look how it is coming. I'm gonna get a little Steed's holly. Look at that. And my camellia that I haven't planted yet, because this is gonna be its corner, but I gotta clean up this mess here. I'm probably gonna put a compost bin somewhere here, because it's sort of the place where I come to let my stuff die. All right. In the back of here, I just have this for storage now. I bring the wheelbarrow over here, and this has this storage underneath. And I keep some soil in here too. And I probably can beautify this little section a little bit more. I wouldn't mind being beautified. This little tree, I spent so much money for it, died on me. Paid $50, well, I still think it's a lot of money. 15, maybe to other people, $15, not a lot. But this was so pretty. It's called Pagoda. And it died. It had the same problem that the reblooming azalea had. This is what it all looked like. And the Gold Touch Holly had it. I was able to save 2 of the Gold Touch Holly, and another Gold Touch Holly is not, is still waiting. I'm waiting for a response from it. These are weeds. Okay. And yeah, these are seeds. Maybe I shouldn't throw it there. I probably shouldn't put in the compost either. I don't know. I'll throw that out later. I love when plants do this. They're like, peekaboo, hello. This is euonymus. This is winter creeper, which can be invasive, but I've kept it pretty contained in this one bed that I have over here. Here. And I had to cut back a lot of my drift roses. What kind of bug is that? That's a weird bug. Anyway. And the Jackmani clematis are finally peeking out. So are the coreopsis. This bird bath was here when I bought this property. And I just stuck it there. It's broken. It's fine. I just fill it with water. I have to straighten it out or something. That went to one of the branches I cut by mistake. Oh, the drift roses. These are coral drift. And they got some, it looks like rosette. It looks like terrible. So I cut that part back, and it looks like it's okay now. My peonies need to be cut back. They're done. They're spent. And this I divided. I divided this in the fall. Was it in the fall? In the winter. Early winter or fall, I divided this hosta. And look at it already. I got 6 plants, and now I could get another. A bunch more. This is a limelight hydrangea that's coming out here. So I'm ready to get a few more plants out of here. It's just a beast. Again, ignore my neighbors. I do all the time. Here we go. This is the wild violets. They grow like crazy here. And I have over there, lambs here, which I need to move. And this is a mauvet. something mauvette. I'm moving these bulbs. These are red tulip bulbs that are gonna go in the backyard because I'm keeping the back red and orange and the front pink. So I'm taking those out. I might take out 2 of these grasses and replace them with evergreens. Maybe take this one out and that one out. My neighbor, I think, doesn't like the grasses. This guy's doing good in the middle of the street. Razzle dazzle. Dwarf crepe myrtle. Oh, I took it out and I can't put it back in. There you go. Razzle dazzle's doing all right. Living here. Look at where it's living. I love when... Look at there was a rabbit. Look at that guy. That's one of the guys that causes all the havoc. Look at that guy. This guy thinks he's my pet. He doesn't even move. He's not even scared of me anymore. Okay. So this experimental bed doing great. So this is again the hell strip, which I haven't worked on yet, but I'm looking to do some more of this along the strip, and then annual wildflowers. I want to put some stepping stones here too. There's a robin underneath that truck. All right, I moved to the front of the house, less noise. Oh, a little bumblebee, having fun. So as you can see, the bees are loving the lavender. Juniper. This guy I gotta cut back. This is phlox. I gotta cut that one back. So this chick here is really adjusting. This is the baby of the bunch. This is the Proven Winner Spirea double play. There's a double play Spirea. This one is Razzle something. Oh God, I always forget. But this is one of the Proven Winners varieties. I got another variety over there that's called Big Bang. There goes a rabbit again. Look at it. Well, at least it's eating the clover. Oh no, yep. Oh, they cause so much havoc, but they're so freaking cute. Okay, this is the other one. So it's like flanking the entrance. It looks cute, pretty cute. And these are the big mamas. This is their 3rd year, and they're already past their bloom stage here. Nine bark. Donna May. I think it's called Donna May. These are the gladiator alliums that are already spent. I'll cut those and put them in vases as well. But even the seed heads look real pretty. There you go. Look at that little scene. Oh. We have those are knockout roses, pink. Knockout pink. Juniper, Hollywood juniper. Blue point juniper. 9 bark. Butterscotch euonymus, which by miracle, well, sometimes they get eaten by deer, but then I haven't been completely mowed down by the deer. The ones on this side did, and so I have to replace them. I put some boxwoods on this side. These are the ones that got mowed down by deer. Right here, this is deer damage. Deer damage. This is what deer do to your plants. And that's the other one. It's, at least this one's not as bad. I gotta move these out of here. They didn't touch the boxwood. Another clematis. That's already just a little seed head. Look how pretty this is. I forgot the name of this one. I have to keep the tags nearby so I can remember what they are. The hardy hibiscus are about to take off. I have these 2 big hardy hibiscus, and I think it's too much for this yard. I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to donate one to. These are the daffodils. Little daffodils that I planted. I'm waiting for them to... I wait till they turn completely yellow to cut them back. This guy got deer damage, but I cut most of it out. This is all deer damage here. That is deer. Golden ticket ligustrum. This is a variegated boxwood. I think I'm going to plant these here. I put this little bench here. I think it looks cute, flanking the bench. And these are my seedlings, my cosmos, which also got deer damage. I mean, rabbit damage. The rabbit. These were the same. These were planted at the same time, so they were almost the same height. And the rabbits came and tore them up. So they're growing back, though. You see that? They are growing back. Growing back. Yeah, so show you the annuals that I'm going to plant. I'm going to be done with this video. This is the, these are also the proven winner spirea. This is double play Big Bang. I think the other one's called Doozy for some reason. The purple one over there. This barberry needs to be trimmed back. Everything's doing well here. This is also proven winners, tough stuff. Mountain hydrangea, Ephemeria. Yeah, this needs a little bit of tightening up. Oh my God, I turned around, I thought it was a person. They're so tall. Look how tall the gladiators are. This has to be at least 5 feet. Maybe a little bit less than 5 feet, but they're pretty tall. Oh, the hamling grasses. Look how cool this little hedge of hamling grass is. I thought they were going to be short. I thought they were the little bunny, but they're not. They're these tall ones, but they're tall and narrow. Look how cool that looks. Anyway, yeah. So, bulbul hydrangeas. Oh, these are also experimental. I had a cloche above these, and I should have kept the cloche here because look what the rabbits did. This, when they're babies, the rabbits get to them. When they get bigger, they don't bother with them. These are also cuttings from the heuchera that I have on the side garden over there. I have, these are clematis, bare root that I planted here. Nothing's growing in here. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I don't know, maybe in future years. These got mowed down by the rabbit. These are lady's mantle. Nothing left. That's rabbit. Limelight. Brunera. Chica's Happy Place. That's a friend of mine got that for me. These were fine the other day. I don't know what happened. They got dry. They're dry. Throw some water on those. And camellia. This is a steel bee. Look how pretty my steel bee looks. Look at that. How pretty. It took it a little while to get like this, but look how gorgeous. Decorating the AC unit. We have this beautiful view. The sun is about to come down and I haven't planted any of the annuals that I was supposed to plant today. Let's get back there and end this video. Hose is out. My young neighbor is out. Okay, annuals. This is what I have to deal with right now. I gotta repot these, replant these containers. Have these annuals here. These are going in the backyard because they're red. These go in the back and the front because I use purple in the front and the back. These go wherever because they're white. These go in those pots, these daisies. And this I just got at Costco. This is Agora. I felt like I needed some of that burgundy accent here. I have burgundy there, I have it throughout. But I felt like I was missing something on this side. So I'm going to plant that there. It's in a pot right now, but I'll leave it there. That might be nice there. So yeah, this is what I'm working with. Again, the red ones are going to go in the backyard. And look. The pansies. I can't believe these suckers. They're strong. those two over there. I threw my stuff down there to try to keep the rabbits off the porch because they were eating my seedlings. But yeah, so, oh, and I planted this little, I don't know how this is going to happen here. This is Diamond Frost Euphorbia from Proven Winners. Is yellow. I'm going to feed these white regular old petunias. And these guys, I forget their name. I'm going to see how they do. That's it for today. I got to get to work. The sun is going down. Oh, these are red tulips that I have to move to the back. I'm taking these out of here. I'm putting them back. And this is the other work of art. These little, look how cute. The same ladies who did the totem pole. Isn't that awesome? Okay. Buenas noches. Good night.